You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for Gossip Girl. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Gossip Girl news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for Gossip Girl.
Hello, Gossip Girl fans, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And where are we on Valentine's Day? At our one true love,
This is our
AfterBuzz.
true love.
Watching Crazy Cupid Love,
Yes.
which was Gossip Girl's episode last night.
This
and
is dedication.
of us, yes. I mean, everybody who's coming in tonight. But you know what? They made it really special. We've got a crap ton of chocolate outside.
Cupcakes.
And everybody gets their own fun dip, which, like, come on, what beats fun
Best
dip?
candy ever.
And, you know, it's because this is our love.
It's true.
Not that I have anywhere else to be anyway. Let's be real. But you two misengaged over there.
We took care of Valentine's Day over the weekend so that I could stick to my commitment to my AfterBuzz fans.
And you still get to go home tonight and do all those fun coupley things.
Valentine's Day still has a few more hours in it.
So if you're not listening to us tonight and you are listening to us on a different night, I do not blame you because you might be home having Valentine's Day plans, not listening to AfterBuzz.
So
So
hopefully they're doing both.
if-
If AfterBuzz in the background, a little V-Day, smoocheroo. And
like making out to AfterBuzz? Oh my God, is somebody making out
we
to our
could
voice?
put our sexy voices on, like, hey, AfterBuzzers.
I don't have one. My voice is like death, apparently. Yeah, you can do your sexy voice. Oh, the commercial has a sexy voice.
Yes.
Maybe we should just stick to Gossip Girl. I think I'm a little crazy Cupid love myself right now, all over the place. So let's talk a little bit about Georgina and her presence as Gossip Girl. And I put it in quotes because I'm getting confused now. She's not Gossip Girl, and then she is actually Gossip Girl, but no, she's not actually Gossip
She's
Girl.
helping Gossip Girl.
She's helping
I don't
Gossip
know.
Girl, but then she is. She's very confusing. So, but we start with her, and she is with this guy who is her husband.
Who she hates,
Who she
apparently.
hates. Who she married for, and I quote, "Sweetie, I knew I married you for a reason besides your money." And
he's totally fine with that.
Yeah, and he goes and takes care of their kid and just hangs out there. Is this funny? Are we giving them dramatic license on this and letting it be that way? Or are we like, what the hell is this relationship and who cut off this guy's balls?
I think this guy is like completely unnecessary to the plot line. So unless I'm sure something will come of it later down the road, but as of now, I think it's a waste of space.
Right.
And I really don't need him on the show.
It's strange because he's an attractive looking guy. So it's not like he's this rich, old, ugly dude.
Maybe
So-
he is rich, though. He is rich.
He is rich, but he's a rich, attractive, nice
Cool
guy.
guy.
Why is he with Georgina?
I don't know.
It's not
It's
the
like he's
father.
a manny. It's not even like he's her husband.
It's not the father of her kid.
We
is it?
don't even know who the real father is, right?
What's the kid's name?
Milo.
Milo. I was like, Miles? Miley?
But remember, she pretended that Dan was the father for so long, and then I don't even remember if she ever revealed who the real father was.
Yeah, I don't know. We were talking about before how we watch so many frickin' shows. I get confused. Like, who's the baby daddy? Who's the baby mama? There are so many shows like that.
Yeah.
I was just gonna, whatever.
It's like the universal plot line.
Exactly. But anyway, she's still the manipulative character that we've grown to kind of love. And she's trying to bring down Blair and Dan and Serena.
Everyone.
And every single person that she went to high school with. And can you explain to me how she thinks she's going to do this?
Well, remember in this episode, she found out that if Blair messes up anything in her relationship, that it will make her go broke. Or her
Prenup,
family.
baby.
Yeah, exactly. So now she's for sure on a mission. And I don't know. I don't know how she could fill the shoes of Gossip Girl. I think as we've seen this episode, she's not really successful at it as of yet.
Right. But she hires all of these minions.
Yes.
One of them bumps into Chuck, and we see him drop his papers or something, and then gets back up and walks away. We don't know he's a minion until we see them Skyping later with Georgina. Another one works for Nate, and
she's getting a lot of airtime lately.
Yeah. Yeah. What do we think of that? Are we trying to bring on a new character?
I don't know.
She's kind of cute.
You know how I feel about new characters on Gossip Girl.
Especially when we're in season 5.
Yeah. So.
And as we've talked about, we don't know how many more seasons we're going to get of this. So, yeah, I don't know. But I think it's funny that Blair's not the only one with minions anymore. That Georgina sort of has her own.
But Georgina's in the digital world of minions. So
which is
she's
so
ordering them around on Skype.
Exactly, which is hysterical. It's like, what is going on with technology these days? Yeah. But okay, so she does this, and we see that finally somebody calls her back with this idea because Charlie's in town.
Yes.
And Georgina immediately sparks up some idea in her head about going to see Charlie. And then they remind us that she met Charlie a long time ago. And I'm like, oh, yeah, what? When did that even happen? Okay, I actually want to go and start talking about Charlie for a little bit. And by Charlie, I mean Charlie Ivy. And by Ivy Charlie, I mean Charlie Lola. And by Lola, I mean Nate crushes on her. What? Who are we talking about? So we're going to refer to Ivy and Lola, even though they're both Charlie Rhodes.
Charlie Rhodes.
Okay. So Georgina goes to Ivy. Charlie Ivy. And Ivy has come back into town with this huge secret to tell Lily.
Yes. And she has a completely different demeanor. Like, she's just calm, and she wants to stay out of trouble, and she just wants to find Lily, and it's weird.
She's been gone for 3 months, and the most somebody questions her is by saying, oh, where were you? She's like, oh, I was in Florida. And they're like, oh, okay, no problem. You ran away.
Oh, and she just shows up in their house.
Just shows up in the home. What did she come back to tell Lily? We don't know. Do you know? Did it go over my head?
No, at the end of the episode, remember? She went back to that place, and
she's with Cece.
Yeah.
So that's what she came to tell
I don't
Lily.
know if Cece's dying or something.
Did I make up that name?
No, it's the grandma.
That's the grandma, right? I was writing down, and I was like, Cece. Is that just like a typical grandma name?
Ding, ding, ding.
So
typical grandma.
But here's the thing that I'm really, really confused about. Oh, wow. I feel like I've said I'm confused 4 times already in this past
Keyword
8 minutes.
of the
Jesus.
episode.
Aren't I supposed to be good at this or something now? Jeez. Okay, but here's why I'm confused. She comes back into town. But if you remember when she left, the last thing she left was saying to Rufus, I'm not who you think I am. I'm not really Charlie. My name is Ivy. And they were in the hospital.
Yeah, you're right.
And she left.
And then Rufus just...
And now she comes back, and her first interaction is with Rufus.
And he doesn't bring that up.
And he is like, Charlie!
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, what's up, Rufus? And they have a talk, and it's normal.
Mind you, Rufus hasn't said anything to anyone about that conversation
Right,
either.
so what's the deal there? Is that a big mistake, or did I make up that that's the conversation that took place?
Slip up.
Slip up?
Yeah. I call them forgetting to put the pieces back together.
I don't understand about that. Do you understand, of course you do, because we're in this business, how many people a script has to go through to make it on TV?
And no one caught that.
And nobody caught that? I mean, it was the first thing I thought of. Not an actress, nobody in the writing room, not a producer, not a director. Nobody caught that? Mm-hmm. Are they not watching? Or are the storylines this complex that it's literally impossible to keep up?
They probably just didn't think anyone would really care because not everyone gets to have an AfterBuzz breakdown like we do.
I care.
I care too.
I care more than anything in the world. This is like my reality, and when they mess up, I'm like, oh my God,
What's
I'm
going
freaking
on?
out. I'm freaking out. No, okay, but so they messed up. That's what we're deciding.
Complete slip up.
So let's just get past that. I will get over it. I might not sleep tonight. I might cry for a few hours, but other than
You'll
that,
be on edge until next week.
I will get over it.
Slowly.
Slowly. But
Takes
surely.
time.
I
Baby
know.
steps.
I'm going to call you every night. And
I'll have my phone on.
okay, so if we just accept that, now she's in the house and she needs to see Lily. She's got to see Lily. But she bumps into...
By the way, did I miss something? Where is Lily?
Lily was out at the Basses. What?
Okay.
Okay, she's gone. Fine, whatever. But on her way to seeing Lily, she has a few encounters. The first being with Serena. Or actually, Dan brings her up to Serena. And Serena is all there like, oh, you were gone for 3 months. Where were you? Oh, you're going to Europe?
Let's
That's
catch
so fun.
up. Like,
Let's catch up. Love you. XO.
that bothers me so much. Like,
Fake McFake.
Exactly. And of all people, like, Serena is the person that, like, never questions anything she does, and everything she does is right, and it's just so stupid. You know, like, oh, hey, you've been gone for a while.
It's like as if she has never been deceived before.
Yeah.
Like, come on, baby.
And it's
Put
like,
on the brain.
For some odd reason, I still believe that we're related and that you're my cousin. Yet you don't owe me an explanation at all, even though you were living here and I gave you everything, and I'm the one that made you a spot in my world.
Right, exactly. Which brings us to our next encounter, which is with Lola Charlie.
Lola Charlie Rhodes.
Lola Charlie Rhodes. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. And
Yeah, funny that of all names, she chooses that one.
like, come on, really? But okay, so she's Lola, and can we just start by talking about Nate's fat crush on her? What's the deal?
Nate's just lonely. I think he just wants someone, and that's the only one that's available other than Georgina.
That's not true. Georgina's married.
That is true. What was I thinking?
Georgina seems to be in a very committed relationship.
Very loving, committed.
Healthy.
Yes.
But anyway, so Nate is like obsessing over Lola Charlie and needs her and
Nate
wants her.
falls fast and he falls hard.
And is making all these plans for a party for her and she can come cater. And he's like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. And he gets her number, pulls it out, figures out how to get her there, won't stop.
Which, by the way, another slip up. If she already had catering plans, how was she all of a sudden available to drop all of that to cater to this party?
Because her other catering plans fell through last minute.
Boss just moved some things around for her. No big deal.
Exactly. Whatever. Anyway, he's obsessed.
Yes.
He's obsessed. And she is not feeling it. Now, if Chase Crawford walked up to me,
that's all it takes. He doesn't have to talk.
What? Hi, Chase. Like, come on, what's wrong with this girl?
Yeah.
Does she not have tingly feelings in her vagine?
Yeah.
I
don't want to be a part of your world.
I don't know why I went there.
X-rated.
Totally X-rated, but come on, like, what is she? Maybe she's not into men.
I don't know.
Unless that's where the storyline is going, can you explain to me why?
I can't, and I don't understand
He's so
her
sweet.
reasoning.
He's so cute.
But she was falling for him at first, remember? And then it's like a back and forth. Like, she was falling for him, and then he thought she was lying to him, so then he left, and then
That's
she
true.
didn't want to like him anymore, and it's just stupid.
That is true. And he does come from a different world.
And she doesn't want to be a part of that world.
You sound like the Little Mermaid.
Part of your world.
Exactly. Which is very Dan and Serena-esque circa 2007.
Yes. Very. I didn't even think of that.
Where I feel like we're
Roxy.
kind of cycling through these storylines a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it. And that being said, I'm going to stop right now and say I really enjoyed this episode. It sounds like I had a few problems with it, which is true, but I really enjoyed it.
And I don't get this whole part of your world thing. Like, what girl who is this Little Mermaid storyline, like, what girl that is, like, supporting herself with a catering gig, you know, is approached by, like, the hottest, richest guy on the Upper East Side and doesn't want to be part of his world?
I don't know. I really don't. But what I was just going to say was our other co-host, Mia Smith, which then reminded me the fact that I didn't even say who we were tonight. I'm so used to just coming on here and talking and hoping that people tune in every week. But this is the wonderful Jessica King. I am Roxy Striar, and in the booth we have Ronnie. Hello.
Ronnie.
Hello in the booth.
Hello.
Big Gossip Girl fan?
I'm learning from you guys. I watched maybe half of one episode, and
Well,
That's enough.
That's,
You're hot.
that's enough
all
to
I
get
know
you on
is
the bandwagon.
all I know is the characters, but I'm learning from you guys. You guys are so passionate. I feel like these are your real friends.
I know.
But you don't even know them, you know?
We had to move once they started the show.
It's
so
true.
Now we have a long distance TV relationship.
It's sad. Sad but true. But I have to tell you, be careful, because first Jesse was in the booth. And I got Jesse totally hooked on Gossip Girl. We did. We totally got him
He
hooked.
so hooked on it.
Then Phil was in the booth. We got Phil pretty hooked on Gossip Girl.
These darn CW shows,
It's
really?
it's coming for you. I mean,
It's only a
you're-
matter of
'Cause
time.
I could already reference a couple 90210 episodes,
Yeah.
and now this.
You're
oh,
gonna start
no.
coming into this and being like, "Oh my God, what's the deal with Chuck and Blair?" And I'm gonna be like, "I know."
Credit to Roxy for doing so good on these after
yeah,
shows. All
she
right.
kills it.
Not without you. Are you kidding? And no, I don't. So anyway, we are missing Mia Smith tonight because somebody has Valentine's Day plans.
Ooh, la la la.
Yep,
We're gonna have to get the scoop on that next Tuesday.
Absolutely. And you know what? I think we're gonna have to like penalize her and make her buy us chocolate or something.
Yeah.
Because she said, "I'm going out with some girlfriends for Valentine's Day," and I was like, "I thought I was your friend."
Where's my invite?
Exactly. And I wasn't even invited to my friend's party on Gossip Girl.
I know. We
We
totally
weren't invited to the high
missed-
school party. I thought we went there with
I
them.
had my high school uniform all ready to go.
We went to Constance.
Seriously. I took it to the dry cleaner, pulled it out from the dust.
Nate, where was my invite?
So I'm so upset.
Wow. Well, anyway, though, I'm telling you, I thought this was a great episode. We had a few hiccups, but okay. So the real point of bringing up Lola Charlie was that Charlie Ivy bumped into Charlie Lola, and they sat and knew each other.
Bumped in is like an understatement because Lola Charlie was ecstatic. Like
Like they were best friends.
Exactly. Like, Ivy, oh my gosh. Like as if she had just seen God or something. It was just like, whoa there, sister.
And we find out they knew each other from acting camp or acting classes
From acting class.
in Florida.
No, I don't know. Maybe Florida, maybe New York.
I think it was when they were in Florida.
Okay.
And then because somehow they both knew Charlie Rhodes' actual mom.
Yeah.
So maybe whatever that is. But here's the situation right now. Both girls
I think they were in a play together, actually. Because remember a couple episodes back when Max took out the...
Oh, yeah. That's what it is. Exactly.
So
When he
all
took out-
three of them were in that play.
That's true. Okay, but let's talk about the fact that they're both keeping secrets now. So Lola has not told her mom that she actually doesn't live at Michigan State. She's not rushing a sorority. In fact, she's in New York auditioning and catering. Mm-hmm. And Ivy, how do I even say what her secret is? Ivy is Ivy.
Just Ivy. And
Ivy's
can I just
not
tell
actually a family
you
member.
how excited I was ecstatic when this news broke, when they were like, wait, you're Charlie Rhodes? No, wait, you're Charlie Rhodes? I was like, hallelujah. Like I was...
But is it that? We felt like we've had that a couple other times. When
I
Max
know.
comes into the picture, when she told Rufus.
But this is the real Charlie Rhodes. The real deal. The real deal.
Yeah, but remember when Rufus and Lily even met her before? And I'm a little confused about whether this is going to be.
I have to stay optimistic, Roxy. And you know what I also think is weird? Why does Lola, if she's keeping this huge secret, she's spilling her life story to every stranger that she meets, and it's a little weird for me. I wouldn't just be like, hi, Roxy, I'm Jessica, but my real name is Shanae, and my mom thinks I'm going to UCLA, but I'm really not.
living in Paris.
Yeah.
It's a very good question. I think the answer to that is how the hell would any of these people ever know who her mom was? You know, yes, I wouldn't do that either. But that being said, it's not that unsafe of a bet.
But she has to know that her family, regardless of if she doesn't know them, she has to have some kind of inkling that they run in that crowd. And she's, you know, whether she's catering for them or trying not to be a part of their world or whatever, you know, it's kind of like at some point.
It's true.
There's going to be some kind of run-in.
I guess we're going to talk about that in predictions because I don't know what the hell's going to happen here.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlie, Ivy, Lola are screwed.
Charlie, Ivy, Lola.
People who are listening to this are like, wait, there's 3 of them? It's confusing.
We're all confused here.
That's I'm saying every week I have like a catchphrase, like killing it or whatever it is. And this week I'm confused. I'm a little confused. Okay, but then on a completely other note, we got Cupid Blair.
Yes.
I love Cupid Blair.
I don't think she's a very good Cupid. I'm sorry.
I know, but it's so sweet. It was so sweet.
But at least it takes her mind off of
Chuck?
Yeah. No, not well.
And
Chuck
Louis?
and Louis and her new assistant minion. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that girl.
Yeah.
Who?
Who is-
Esty?
Esty, I think.
Esty is her social secretary. And Esty's very annoying.
And she's in love with Louis.
And
Yes.
I didn't know. I wrote down Esty in love with Louis after that picture cover.
Yeah.
That's when we got that, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that will actually help us in the long run. Maybe there will be some sort of they work together.
Yeah, but she's gonna try to be outing Blair the whole time.
Right? That's
Maybe
true.
she's gonna team up with Gossip Girl.
Uh-oh. I was hoping this was going to help us and they could join forces and
Help
Blair could
the
be like, I don't
chair.
want to be with Louis. And she's like, well, let me help you and seduce him. You're right. That's not what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's never that easy.
I know. That's so sad.
Sorry, Roxy.
But okay, so Cupid Blair in the beginning is really cute. She decides that she's going to go and with Dorota and she's going to set up Serena and Dan and they're going to get lunch together and they're going to fall back in love and they're going to go to this high school party and they're going to rekindle and they're going to hook up and it's going to be the best day ever.
Hey, Rox, do you guys want to take a phone call?
Oh, absolutely.
Is it?
I mean, I know you guys are so passionate. I don't know who it is, but I'm sure it's a great after buzzer or maybe a host or a surprise. I'm
Is
not
it
sure.
Susie?
Maybe.
Well, let's find out right now. Gossip Girl, you are on the line.
What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi,
Susie.
it's Susie.
Okay, what a perfect time for you to be calling. Wait, but just off the top, what are you thinking about the episode?
Well, first off, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I was going to say Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Susie, why are we all on this Gossip Girl episode right now when it's Valentine's Day? Is it because this is our one true love? Are we just obsessed?
Because unfortunately, my Valentine can't be with me today because he's in like Los Angeles or New York or whatever. His name's Ed Westwick. So
Oh,
he's busy.
he was busy
so.
at the Valentine's party last night that we weren't invited to.
That is so weird. It's really weird because this morning I got a phone call from Chase, Crawford, and he was like, sorry, baby, you can't make dinner. And I was like, oh, no problem. I'll just go and talk
I
about
have plans anyway. So.
Did Penn Badgley call you?
Yeah, Penn and I did some things over the weekend so that we could have tonight free because he had to work and, it
I
just got
get
a little
it.
complicated.
Okay, so I mean, next year, guys.
Yeah. Every day is Valentine's Day for me and Penn.
Oh my gosh, I wish. Jealous. Zoe Kravitz is one lucky lady right now. So, okay, we're currently talking about Cupid Blair. Are we liking Cupid Blair? Prior to
I love her.
Yeah.
I think it's so sweet. Maybe part of it is that she wants Serena and Dan to get back together, so she doesn't get feelings for Dan or something like that.
I agree with
makes
that
so much
completely.
sense.
I completely agree with that. And so we see this conversation between Blair and Dan, and they're at the party, and Blair turns to Dan and is like, you've done so much for me this year. You've done this, and this. So if you're that guy with Serena, how could she not love you? And that was like gut-wrenching. I hate this.
Oh my God.
I hate the chemistry between them because it's undeniable.
too.
It's
Yeah,
undeniable.
It's there.
But I need Blair to end up with Chuck, so what the fuck?
Oh,
Well, Blair has to get through all these road bumps with everyone else first before she ends up with Chuck. So it's just a part of the
Do you
journey.
think that's what it is?
Totally. Totally.
Yeah, I think it's part of the journey too. I think in the end, Chuck and Blair will end up together.
The series finale.
She just needs to like get this Dan thing out of the way.
So it's just something she needs to get out of her system, and we shouldn't be freaking out, biting our nails about it.
Plus, I think it's really hard because Dan's like pushing hard, you know, and she's trying to back off. And I think that this Cupid thing is like such a great alibi for her because obviously she saw how upset Serena was with her with the whole thing, and she kind of needs to fix that. And B, this is like the perfect way to like maybe push Dan onto someone else because she just can't handle it.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I mean, what a crappy Cupid because
instead
of
she
setting her
sucks at
friend
being
up,
Cupid.
she ends up hooking up with the guy.
She's a horrible Cupid. But she had a cute Cupid dress, so she gets kudos for that.
That's true. But honestly, even the kiss, I was like, oh, it's cute. Oh, it's
Still going.
Oh my gosh. And then, of course, Georgina snaps a picture and Serena sees it. Like, Blair, are you an idiot? Do you not understand the concept of a prenup? Like, you're about to lose everything you have for one kiss with Dan Humphrey?
Well, Dan, too, because Dan just spoke with Georgina about what she was trying to do, and everyone knows that Georgina doesn't give up that easily.
Right.
So, like, so stupid on his part. If he really loves Blair, then he shouldn't have been putting her in that position, especially at a party where Georgina was, and everyone was, for that matter.
And also, he's done some very manipulative things. I mean, he did send that video of what she said to Chuck into Gossip Girl, and she doesn't know that yet. So maybe that's what's going to be the thing that tears them apart.
Yeah.
I hope.
You do? Here's the problem.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I do too because I ultimately need her to be with Chuck. And by need, I mean like literally will not be able to live without that happening. You guys know that. And I'm not swaying on my loyalty to Chair. I'm really not. But I'm freaking out kind of because if there was no Chair, there could be a Dare.
No. It's
No.
Darina all the way. It's got to be Darina.
Oh my God, you again with the frickin' sibling.
They're meant to be.
Well, okay, what do we think about them and their lunch this episode, though? Were they vibing a little bit?
A little bit. Well, Dan said himself that he wanted to, it made him want to think about their future a little bit. So maybe a little bit. I don't know.
But I only feel like he said that to get Blair to come to the party.
Oh, yeah, true. But I think Gossip Girl told him to tell Blair to come to the party after he told Blair
I got that text
that he liked the lunch or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, why does Dan love Blair so much? Why can't he just love Serena and make it simple then?
Everyone loves Blair. She's irresistible.
She kind of is. Okay, so what is it about Blair? Can we dissect this for a second? Is it her looks? Is it her personality? Her power? What's so sexy?
I think it's her power. I mean, and her looks. She's obviously gorgeous. But at the end of the day...
So is Serena.
I think all those guys kind of like being slapped around by Blair.
I'm just picturing her like bitch slapping everybody. Okay, Susie, what do you think? What is it about Blair?
Well, I don't think her personality has changed at all. Or else I don't think she would have married Louis. I think she just married Louis because he was a prince, and I don't know. It's still high school. I don't think she's changed that much, but. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, so I guess it is like her power.
Were we happy to not see Louis in this episode?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I was
I hope
there,
I never see
Oh
him
my
again.
gosh.
Literally, I hope I never see him again. Not here, not in person, not
in
another
any
show.
other shows or movies or any.
I will literally point and be like, Louis,
I just hope his
you
career
ruined me.
ends.
It's mean, but like, come on. I can't deal with him.
What if he wants to come in and like do the after show with you guys? Or would you let him?
We would be so mean to him.
No, oh my God. Of course I would let him. I would love to have him here and me be like, you ruined my life. You tore a
You would love Hugo, but not Louis, because Hugo is his real name.
Is that his real name?
Hugo.
I didn't know
Exactly.
that.
I will be like, okay, listen, Louis, I'm not talking to you
Hugo
right now,
can
Hugo.
come, but not Louis.
Louis, I'm talking to your character. I really hope you never appear anywhere ever again. Hugo, okay. You know,
I'm
change
sure
your hair.
Hugo's a great guy. Louis, on the other hand, sucks.
Sucks. I will have to have him admit that his character sucks and that he is a Chuck and Blair fan for life in order for him to come in here. No.
And under those circumstances,
Then yes.
then please come on our show.
I watch him be listening right now like, bitches. I'm never coming on that show. Fine by me. Jerk. No, okay, so we pretty much fleshed out that entire situation. And honestly, the only thing we have to talk about of the rest of this episode is the final decision that Georgina makes to not send in the picture. So now Dan has it on her that she's Gossip Girl, and Gossip Girl has it on Dan and Blair that they hooked up. Is this I don't understand. Why does Georgina care so much about being outed as Gossip Girl? She doesn't care about being hated, and she's not actually Gossip Girl.
Because she loves that power. And she is
And she wouldn't have the power if she didn't, if people know.
No, because everyone hates her, and she knows that everyone hates her. But at least as Gossip Girl's hated, but Gossip Girl's still respected, and Gossip Girl's still feared.
Right, but why couldn't she still be Gossip Girl if she was Georgina?
Because I don't think anyone would believe her.
Okay, so honestly, I think
And no one would send in tips to like help her out, and I don't know.
You don't think so?
Not if they knew it was Georgina.
You think the whole thing behind
It would just spiral down. No one,
Really?
everyone hates Georgina. Like, they don't respect her whatsoever. So if they knew that she was Gossip Girl, that would be the end of Gossip Girl.
Wow.
As we knew it.
I wasn't even thinking about it like that. I wasn't. I mean, I guess you're right.
This is
So
like her
she's
way
got a
of
lot
still
at
having
stake.
that power over everyone and not, like, feeling horrible about herself.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. I guess. And Dan can't risk outing her because he's going to lose Blair.
Yeah.
It's sad. But
I don't
it's
get
true.
how Dan would prove it. That's what I was confused about. So she has the picture, and Dan said, "Oh well, if you send that picture or put that picture up, then I'm going to out you." But I don't get how he was going to do that.
I don't really know either. I really don't know. It's been a confusing episode with a lot of questions, and hopefully we'll get answers.
Well,
next
he could
week.
prove, just the same way he figured it out. If he's with Georgina and he tells someone to send her a text or something,
That's
and her
true.
phone goes off, or
He would have to set it up.
Yeah,
I guess it's
that's
Dan's
how
a
he found
schemer.
out. Exactly.
I know it's true,
just
but
like the rest, he's been roped in.
I guess so. Oh my gosh, this is like a crazy cauldron of drama and gossip and Gossip Girl.
Do you mind if I add a few more points?
No, go ahead.
From earlier.
Add your points,
Okay.
and then we're gonna have to cut to commercial. But go right ahead and tell us.
Okay, I'll go quick. So one, in the beginning, Roxy, I agreed with you so much. I was so confused because about the last conversation that Charlie, Ivy, and Rufus had, and then there was nothing. I was like, wait, what is going on? And I didn't get it. And I was thinking
weird.
maybe it would come up again later, and Lily would find out, and then Rufus and Lily would get in a fight or something. So,
Rufus keeps
I don't
finding
know,
out all the
but I was
dirt, and
so
he
confused.
never brings it up to anyone.
It's
I
like-
don't understand
Yeah,
that.
and it's like they think that their audience members are stupid, and Susie, Jessica, and I are like, you can't put anything past us.
Yeah, I was so confused, and then, but I'm really glad. I loved the whole scene where, the whole part when Lola found out that about Charlie and Ivy or whatever. I just love that it's all unraveling.
Yes,
You and Jessica both are obsessed with
gonna
getting
be
Charlie
so
caught. I
great.
feel bad for her, and you
I
guys
know.
are get her out.
feel
I'm
bad.
kind of done with it. It's gone on too long.
Over it, right? I want
Yeah.
Charlie, Ivy out of there. Get her out.
Tell us how you really feel.
Over
Me
it.
too. Her voice is so annoying. I just can't handle it anymore. But
Is her voice like that?
and then of course I was mad. No Chuck and Blair, but then they had their little epic stare down. That was just
I
like,
just wrote down.
like-
I wrote. Make sure you mention Chuck Blair eye contact. It was my favorite moment of the episode. I can't believe I haven't brought it up so far. As they walk, and this is how I know. Screw Dan and Blair. I can't. And while Chuck and Blair walk by each other in the elevator, and it's just that moment, and they look and they stare, and it was a ha ha ha.
Which I'm really surprised that her social worker assistant didn't say anything about that.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Because she definitely caught that.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, and we didn't even talk
know.
about what about
And-
Chuck and
We'll talk about it after commercial because we got to take one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I just wanted to say real quick, and then I saw an article on the internet, like, of Blair and Dan kissing on set or something, and for a couple of days I was like, oh, no, I was, like, so depressed, and then, like, yesterday I read that it was, like, a dream sequence or something, and I got so excited. A dream sequence where they will be kissing or something, but it's not real.
Right,
so
I
got
read that.
so relieved.
well, that next. I mean, we'll talk about that in.
I read that and I was really confused, and then I didn't know, and it was Dan who actually said it was a dream sequence and not Chuck.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
So yeah, I saw
yeah.
that. Weird.
but I hope it's Dan's dream and not Blair's. That's all I have to say.
Oh, seriously,
Maybe
fingers
it's
crossed. dude.
Serena's.
Oi, there's so many
Oh,
possibilities.
that's another possibility, Serena. Oh, I hope it's Dan or Serena. But anyway, thank you so much for letting me
Susie,
give my thoughts.
you the
as
best.
usual.
You're the best. We love Susie calling in for Gossip Girl. So we will talk to you next week, yeah?
Thanks. Yeah, of course.
Hey,
Yeah.
tell
Valentine's Day.
Ted Ed that we said hello.
Yeah,
when he
your
gets back
Valentine.
home to you tonight.
Give him a big kiss for me.
Good.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, XOXO. Okay, so let's cut to a commercial, and when we get back, we got some news and gossip. We'll try to make predictions the best we frickin' can, and we will say Happy Valentine's Day one more time.
AfterBuzz TV. Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about? AfterBuzz TV News.
That was the sexy voice for all those
the Valentine's
Day lovers out there listening to us in the background.
Okay, so let's cut to some news and gossip. Are we getting it from Phil? From Ronnie?
You're just going to get the news. Just listen. I'll tell you about it, all right? Blake Lively was forced to get a restraining order against one of her fans after he was said to be hanging out around the Gossip Girl set. According to TMZ.com, Lively claims that the man named Sergey Mifley contacted Blake's mother, Elaine. The man claims to have a metaphysical connection to the actress, who I'm not really certain what that means.
I'm metaphysical, and that's in quotes, whatever the hell that is.
TMZ.com reports. Blake is said to have sent in her application for the restraining order that she fears for the safety of herself and for her mother. Sergey is said to have contacted Elaine over several occasions, and he's deeply concerned about her. I don't know what that means, deeply concerned. Like, there's this connection that she doesn't have, but only he has,
Yeah.
right?
So weird.
Blake's wish was granted by a judge, and Mifley is not allowed to come near the actress or Elaine. Thank you for that, because that's going to get a little creepy. This Gossip Girl thing is becoming too real, I guess.
Yeah.
It's so real, Ronnie. You don't even understand.
I mean, finally, I know that I always talk back to it, but talking about Jersey Shore this week, we actually saw the stalkers on TV. It's like these people, get a life. Like, don't stop.
I don't understand the concept of the
stalking
celebrity
somebody.
stalker. Like, I get it. You love a show. You love an actor. what makes you think that it's okay to choose an A-list actor, actress?
It's not even that. It's not what makes it okay. It's that don't you want them to like you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, has anybody ever ended up with their stalker?
Yeah.
That's never happened.
And they all end up, like, for the most part, like, we're, like, this week in the news, the Madonna and Halle Berry stalkers got loose, and it's like they just end up either in jail or in a home or something. So
where they don't end up with is in bed with their person they're stalking. Like,
it's not a love story waiting to happen.
It's like the guys that honk at girls while they drive by. Has that ever worked for you? Like, it doesn't work.
It's the idea that these people are on television and they're talking to the stalker. I mean, they feel so connected, you know. I mean,
Are you sticking up
they
for
have
them
a
right now?
metaphysical relationship.
No, I'm not sticking up for no stalker. It's very creepy. It's very weird. I completely get it.
So weird.
At last weekend's Rockin' Republic for Kohl's fashion show in New York City, HollywoodLife.com asked attendees Ed Westwick. I'm sorry, I know you guys are gigantic Gossip Girl fans.
Oh my god!
So reading that wrong was not good. Anyways, Ed Westwick
husband.
and Penn Badgley. Let's make sure I say these names correctly. Just what they thought about Gossip Girl's newly crowned love triangle, which I'm dying to know what you guys thought in particular about this new love triangle, and then I'll tell you what they said.
Which one?
It's about Dan and Chuck and Blair.
The three names that you've been sort of saying, yeah.
Blair?
Have you switched over to Team Dan? Because, like, I'll cry.
With Blair?
No, you're Dan Serena.
No, I'm
Dan
Serena.
Okay,
I'm Dorina.
Yeah, we're Team Chuck all the way.
When asked which of their two characters loves Miss Waldorf more, Ed pointed to Penn and responded, definitely him. So that's like their side of it.
How messed up is that? I know. I was reading that and I was like, no.
No way. Chuck has the ultimate unconditional forever love for Blair.
Dan loved
He's
Blair?
trying to throw us off. This is unacceptable.
It's a ploy, and we're not falling for it, and we know
so
the truth.
unacceptable.
Okay, we're not falling for it. We know.
I'm done, yeah.
We know.
Next story.
Okay, well, when Penn Badgley was asked about what he finds attractive in the opposite sex, the actor answered, "This is such a hard question to answer. Someone with confidence and command of her sexuality." Penn has dated two fashionistas in his day, Blake Lively and now Zoe. So we had to ask, what style does he find most attractive on females? He answered candidly, it's hard to nail just
different.
I know.
Just down to one. But if her style is original and unique, it denotes the confidence and individuality. Honestly, I like it all depending on who it is. As for his go-to style, black jeans, a shirt, a jacket, and he quotes, "It's pretty simple." So I guess he doesn't ask for much, but it's
very Dan Humphrey.
Did he happen to say anything about Jessica King in that quote?
That was You're right. You're right.
It was right after that. I cut it out though because I got jealous.
I know.
He actually called AfterBuzz Studio. We just forgot to
we tried to keep it on the DL.
Yeah, sorry.
It's like whatever.
Are we gonna be the new stalkers? Because it's a little weird. I think.
We have a metaphysical relationship.
Suddenly the stalker thing works for you guys, right?
No, seriously. Like Ed Westwick and I have a metaphysical relationship.
I feel like you have that metaphysical relationship with every show that you cover.
That's true. Are you making fun of me
No,
now?
I'm enjoying it. That is your news and gossip for the show that I'm learning, Gossip Girl. Hopefully by next week I know the name's a little bit better.
You'll be good. I'm
Roxy,
telling
what
you.
do we think for a grade? You know, you read the news and gossip as a 5th grader. Ronnie, 6th grader?
I would give him 7th going on 8th.
In fairness, I don't know the characters, but I'll learn. I'll do my homework. I will know the characters by next week. When I get into a show,
we're gonna quiz
you. I
you.
get into it. I was just upset with CW because I actually watched Melrose Place, but they canceled that one, so I never wanted to go
I'm so
to.
sorry.
Yeah.
I've had so many shows canceled on me. It's just heartbreaking.
But
Gossip Girl is
If you guys
like,
trust in it, I'm gonna go.
Oh,
okay?
yeah, we're
full
good.
100%
We're good.
trust.
All right, I'm
We're good to
locked
go.
in for next week. That's your news and gossip, though.
Oh yeah, you know, like Flash Forward and V, they were all canceled on me.
Flash Forward,
and
I
I'm
loved.
like, what the hell? And all my ABC soaps, and you know, I
No
just
more
get
soaps.
way too. So
get too into
Gossip
it,
Girl,
Rox.
don't take it away from me ever.
Don't take my Gossip
Should we skip to predictions? I guess we should.
It's about that time.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Again, with the confusedness, what the hell's gonna happen? I mean, let's break this down. You saw a little bit of scenes from next week. We're seeing a little makey outy.
I had another slight DVR malfunction at the end of the scene.
Happens to me every time. It cuts off a minute too early.
Cuts off, and it makes me so mad. but I won't get into that. So I saw a little bit of Dan and Blair making out again.
But now we hear
Serena catches them. Yeah, now Susie just revealed to us that it's a dream sequence. So I don't know. I mean, maybe there'll be a reality from a dream.
Maybe. Can we even predict anything about Charlie Ivy Lola?
No, I just want her gone. But I think she's at the end of her. But actually, no, I can't even say that because, you know, she's obviously made this bond with Cece now, which obviously was part of her plan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it has something to do with trying to get money if she's going to be dying.
It's true. I don't know. And honestly, we didn't even talk about this. It was only a second of the show, but I don't know. We see Chuck and this girl, which is her name's
Alessandra,
and she is Dan's assistant. Are they gonna have a relationship? Is he gonna use her to get information about Dan and take down Dan?
I think Chuck's gonna use her, and she's gonna get into it. But Chuck's never gonna fall in love with anyone else. So, and he totally passed her up the first time around. What was it that made him? Oh, and it wasn't until he saw the picture that he went back to that girl. He had no concern, no interest in her whatsoever.
That's true. That's true. So we're in the clear, and he'll end up with Blair.
Yeah, in the series finale,
which is oh my gosh.
Which, who knows?
I don't know if I can wait that long.
But like I said, Blair just has to go through all of these other obstacles as part of her journey before she finally falls back into Chuck's arms and lives happily ever after.
Thank God for that. But how much longer are we seeing Georgina? She's staying around for a little bit?
I think she's going to be around for a while.
Okay. I could kind of get used to that. Yeah. She messes things up in an okay way. Charlie, Lola, Nate?
That's a tough one. I don't know.
You remind me of all the emojis on the iPhone, sound, whatever it is. Well, that's a good thing because I'm out of predictions right now. All right, where can we find you, Jessica King?
At I am Jessica King.
I am at Roxy Striar. No. I am at Roxy Striar.
You can find me at Roxy Striar.
And you are?
I am Jessica King.
There we go. So if we were
told you the theme of this was confused.
Exactly. If we're here on Valentine's Day, that means that we will be here next week and the week after. Loving it even more. Probably Valentine's Day next year.
And for all of you guys that are listening to us tonight, we are virtually spending Valentine's Day together. So it's a special, special night for us all.
Very true. Much love to all of you guys. The fans, tweet at us. Let us know what's going on in your head.
Tell your friends.
Even if you just want to say Happy Valentine's Day, I want to say it back to you. So we will see you next week, and have a good one.
XOXO.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later. XOXO.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.